hell is going on?
Hey, wait! What kind of nonsense is this?
Thank you for stopping us. What the heck? Oh my, what in the Mickey Mouse?
Someone's dying! Please, come here!
You gotta be... What is going on?
Someone is dying! Please help! Wait! Can you see me?
Is there a problem?
It's inconsequential. That's the second time I've ever seen that.
Oh, goodness! Did you make him cry?
Ugh. Oh god, I was gonna... You know what? Of course they would have the whole statue thing again. Well...
We made a choice, go fight against your fate. They will come with a blaze. They will wake up a dead man and crowd in this torment world somehow. Unsheathe the sword not to kill. Unsheathe the sword to rend those hands above the ground. Wake up and start together now. Forget about the rules, we don't know where to go. There was chasers of light, find a way or get lost. We have no way to know.
You go first, and I'll be right behind you.
Boing, 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 boing.
Your secret stronghold is a cafe?
Here we are. This is the place.
Is this your secret stronghold?
No, it isn't. This is.
Ah, the way there. Is this your secret stronghold?
Yes, it's right inside.
Inside? What does that mean?
Just the literal meaning? Let me show you how to do it. It's going to be very dark at first, so you'll have to stay close to me.
Huh?
Hey, there she is. She
Hey.
saw...
Let me ask you something.
You talking to me?
Is following girls around like a lost puppy your way of getting their attention? You've been doing this for nearly half a system hour.
To be more
Oh,
precise,
God,
it's
this
been 45
creep.
minutes. Time sure flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Bro, this guy he needs to get away from these women. He gives me... I gotta be honest with you, he gives me R-word vibes.
Spare me. Beautiful eyes, though. Are you from Sigonia?
Need another hint? I'm an Avgen.
My eyes might not be as pretty as yours, but there's no problem with my vision. You Sigonians are notorious throughout the entire universe. Liars, thieves, social manipulators, wolves in sheep's clothing. You're really living up to the reputation. I say, you belong to the space under the manhole cover, not in a dream. There's one right over there. Off you go.
I'll pass. The gloomy shade of a place like that just wouldn't go with my vibe. Dreamville is frivolous, vain, and flashy, and that suits me just fine. Also, it never rains here. My outfit is too expensive to be exposed to the elements.
Cut it out and go home, you slick talker. We are fools, but we aren't stupid. We aren't interested in playing the friend game with the lapdogs of the IPC.
Really? You've never been friends with anyone from the IPC?
Do you think I know nothing about the history of Penacony? Don't drag me into your banal office politics.
Fool, you've been left with no choice since the moment you accepted the invitation to be here. You better pick a side while you have the chance.
Ugh.
Or else you'll end up losing everything.
So far, I haven't seen anyone simping over this guy, but the moment I do, I'm gonna vomit.
You sound very sure of yourself. Looks like you've already convinced that chicken wing boy from the family.
Chicken wing boy?
How did you do it, little peacock? Did you strip yourself naked, apologize to him on your knees, and promise that the IPC would never harm Penacony?
Did you just... What? She practically is one thing away from saying to just suck him off?
Friends? Oh, please. You guys only treat others as your bargaining chips.
I like the way she talks to this guy.
Oh, what's wrong with chips? In any gamble, the only players that will never be on the losing side are the chips. My friends from the Garden of Recollection and the Astral Express are all smart enough to understand that.
But the smarter ones wouldn't have joined the game in the first place. See? I'm smarter. Listen, little peacock. You've been invited by the tavern before, too. If you want the masked fools to get on board, you need to figure out what it is the laughter wants. Here's a hint for you. Since you can't convince anyone, why don't you find a rock to be friends with? At least a rock won't be able to refute your arguments. So long.
Yo, I love the way she just trash talked that guy.
Thanks. I'll keep your advice in mind. What a pain in the neck. I guess I'll have to meet with the family again.
I love the way she just talked to that creep.
Here.
Huh. We're up on the rooftop now.
We're almost there.
Huh. More friends. Chirp chirp! Or it should be a different kind of chirp. Chirp chirp, it just... no... Or am I gonna make all these ones sound like Squidward? Chirp chirp, it's dangerous ahead. Unauthorized personnel are prohibited from entering, chirp. What is this place? This is the town's farthest nesting site, chirp. There's a construction site inside, and it's really dangerous, chirp. The population of Dreamville is increasing, and there's almost enough houses for everyone. I mean, aren't. We need to expand beyond the town and build a new home. In short, it's dangerous outside the town, and the construction site is very dangerous too. Chirp, please leave quickly. I'm here to help. You flash your dreamscape pass to the bird before you. Sincere apologies, Sir Quacky's friend, Chirp. We really need all the help we can get. Today, some kids ran off to the nesting site to play, Chirp. Even though we asked Brother Hano to keep watching the area every day, Chirp. Quacky's friend, can you help us find them, Chirp Chirp? Leave it to me. That's great, thank you so much. Those cheeky kids are probably playing hide and seek again. Please get them to return to the great tree. I'll prepare a gift for you. Huh. The meandering lights faint. The shadows slumber beneath the curtain. Oh, she's singing. Hello, it's pretty here, isn't it? Look out in the distance. You see those dream weavers? It is they who meticulously selected beautifully shaped shards from the shattered remains of reality, then painted them with their imagination and inspiration, finally weaving them into the city of dreams, steadfast and orderly. Interesting, no? Like writing an elegantly compelling story, removed from reality, free but devoid of chaos, rendered even more exquisite by stripping down the disorderly impurities. Excuse my discourtesy from hogging the conversation. Hello, I am Claudia, a freelance novelist. I hope I didn't make you uneasy just now. Please forgive me. What sort of novels have you written? Just some mildly popular adventure novels. I wanted to dive into folklore and supernatural themes, but my wordsmithing experiences lack substance and require more patience. But if you're interested in such topics, I can recommend you read Edgar Carter's works. His stories have a inexplicable beauty to them. I trust you will like them. Speaking of, I mean no offense, but you sort of have a very special air about you. If I had to describe it, it'd be clear and solid as ice, soft and ivory as snow, but buried beneath that frost. If you don't mind, can you tell me about your experiences? God, listen to the music. And it is then that it is then that you see that those once dust-clouded eyes slowly flicker and sparkle like star clusters. So these are nameless. To travel the stars to your heart's desire. It sounds rather romantic. I'm trying to hold back a sneeze, so if I'm sounding a little weird for a minute, that's why. If I didn't have a warrior wart brother and a tons of business to do, I would really like to ask you to take me with you. While I occasionally get some rare bits of details from the Intelligentsia Guild to use as material, those stuffy researchers really do bore me. It's much more fun to talk to you. Could you please tell me a few more of your stories? Can I touch the fluff ball on your head? That's just too far, even for you. Or do you actually really not understand what this is all about? I really don't. Listen up, to a PPC native, touching the fluff ball is an act that is extremely private and intimate. I know you're not the careless type, but I would implore that you don't do this again. I'll talk to you again in a second. Gotta be on the lookout for PPCs, too. There's gotta be a... Wait, PPC? No, I'm looking for birds. What am I talking about? Wow, what are you doing? What are you doing? An integrated power station that supports all the lights of the entire dreamscape. When the map goes public, such structures will surely exponentially grow in number.
Do you even get art?
Warm rays of light penetrate through the glass. A seeming stage is prepared for a dance performance, except there's not a soul in there.
Hey, don't go any further.
This place may not be as bustling as the main street, but it's got a good view, and the air is fresher too, and there are free crosstalk performances to listen to. Hello, what a coincidence to see you here. How about a chat while we take in the site? There are crosstalk performances too? No, I'm not talking about those Dreamweavers. They're a fun lot. You complain about my constantly changing requirements. I represent your deception and progress. We argue when our deals don't align, and insults fly when our designs differ. Privately, grievances linger, and face-to-face sleeves are rolled up for a confrontation. It's just like performing crosstalks. These artists sure are artsy. Speaking of which, it's been a long time since I've gone back to the Wafu. I wonder if back and forth have come up with any fresh new routines. I listened to them just a couple of days ago. Woohoo! How unexpected. A friend from a distant land. No wonder the calendar said it was good to travel today. Our encounter was waiting... An encounter was waiting for me here. I'd like to relax here after work. If you ever find the time, don't forget to stop by and have a chat. Can we chat a little? That would be fantastic. I've been hankering for a chat around here. Cover things up for a minute here. What are you doing in Penacony? What else can I do? Business, of course. I'm the head of the Aqua Glider Guild in Penacony under the Skyfaring Commission, here to explore the trade market. Currently, my main business is to import Soulglad to the Cienjo, but honestly, I don't really like that saccharine carbonated syrup. It's just advertised well. If you want a really good beverage, it's gotta be Cienjo's Immortal Delight. Your tail. Well, it's a rare treat to be in a dream. Gotta do something that's a little different from your humdrum life. Well, it feels wondrously strange without a tail. Sure thing, you do you. I don't want to go changing random people's emotions if they don't deserve it. This looks like a wire that can be scaled. You give it a shot and notice it has absolutely no physical collision. A hunch tells you that even after this dreamscape is built, you won't be able to climb this ladder. The roof of the building that the ladder is attached to is incomplete. Anyone who steps on it will fall. Perhaps this is the reason why the ladder can't be scaled. A little house that provides power for the dreamscape's edge. There will always be some of it. Eventually, either they can't get the door open or something. I want to know what they're doing with their hands over there. Hey!
Chirp Chirp, you can see through my disguise. I'm clearly perfectly blended in with the soul glad.
You just stuck yourself against the glass window.
No, I don't believe it, Chirp Chirp. I know you must be the one you must be the one I've been looking for a long time. My distant rival. Fine, you win. I'll beat you next time. Waiter.
I like it when the girl says the soul glad thing more than the guy.
Stay close to Firefly.
Looks like I can't go exploring just yet.
Dreams are supposed.
Anime artist? Huh? My friend, please allow me a moment. I would like to interview you. Are you familiar with anime? Are you yourself not an anime character? What a strange thing to say. How could I be an anime character? Anime characters either look cool or are cute. You think I live up to that? Anyway, time to get his kid voice on. I originally came to Panacoin to expand my outlook on it as an anime artist, but I find that I have fallen into confusion and no longer know what anime even is anymore. I always thought that I was an authority to the modern anime world, but now I feel like I am far less knowledgeable than I imagined. Let me touch the fluff ball. It won't turn you into an anime expert, you know.
What exactly is the second dimension? I can't figure it out.
Why you be talking like that? Can I talk? Let's talk about anime. Perhaps through talking with you, I will be able to expand my thinking and escape this slump. Why do you think you don't understand what anime is? It's a long story. I was once the Minister of Education and Technology in Tokiwa. Once my time in that capacity ended, I came to Panacoin to research the local anime industry. I actually originally came just to perform interviews, but I quickly realized that the anime industry here was completely different to how I understood it to be. Anime works in Tokiwa, how gradually formed a set of complete standards and norms. A well-formed template for that kinds of characters to write, what kinds of worldviews to feature, and what kinds of stories to create has been set in place for a very long time. However, animations and comics in Panaconia are not this way. A lot of the characters and plot devices used here, if they're released in Tokiwa market, would have had people screaming, "This is an anime!" I originally kept a curious mind when I came into contact with these works. The level of imagination in them far exceeds my expectations. It is a level of imagination that only the sages of Tokiwa once had, ones that have not been seen in Tokiwa for a long time. So I began to waver. Could it be that what we call anime in Tokiwa had long since degraded to become a boring set of tropes, and those standards that once held so proudly could be incorrect? What is your home like? Tokiwa is a country of sparse natural resources, and our most valuable export in the IPC trade system is our anime network. So for a long time, making anime has been the best part of Tokiwa's people and the upbringing. Any educated person can draw a manga and whatever the hell else. Anyway, however, as time progressed, our works have become more and more stale and creators are reluctant to step outside this so-called template. I once believed this is a result of Tokiwa's literary creations were going on the right track. That wasn't until I came to Panaconia that I suddenly realized I might have killed the creativity of countless potential geniuses. Saying that, the more that I think about what anime actually is, and what standards should anime really obey, the more lost I become. I have things to take care of, so let's speak again another time. It's a young dream chaser. I hope you had a wonderful experience in Penaconi's dreamscape. After all, such is a wish of family members.
The old man seems to have seen right through you. Obviously, he knows you shouldn't be here. I just happened to lose my way. There was a hint of disdain and a faint smile surfacing on Sir Whitaker's face. Those really wealthy enough to spend in Penacony have something in common. They're all pretty good at lying. Obviously, it's a talent you don't have. There's no need to worry. I don't find your presence here inappropriate. You're a kind soul, although you sometimes act recklessly and tend to break rules. None of those changes your true nature. What many don't realize is that rules we establish in the Dreamscape aren't strict laws. They're more like recommendations. When you do something that crosses the line, it doesn't necessarily result in punishment. In fact, behaviors that deserve punishment should have been nipped in the bud when they were still an idea. That's how the family handles things. Who exactly are you? A humble family member and a friend to all Penacony guests. That is all. You can continue your journey or ask questions. The Dream of Festivities will respond to all your requests. You know what? I mean, he is already calm.
The dreamscape.
There's some things I want to find out more about. I'll tell you everything I know, honored guest. What are you doing here? Observation. That is what I am doing. Sounds pretty easy to me. Sir Whitaker seems to acknowledge your words with a slight nod. Life in the dreamscape has never been difficult, but everyone is fettered by their mindset and imagination, mistakenly believing that they still have to obey the laws of no pain, no gain. Little do they know they can have everything they want here just by learning to observe. You seem perceptive. Perhaps you will master the way to observe the dreamscape someday like I do. What kind of behavior is sanctioned by the family? Any behavior that may disrupt the dreamscape's order or infringes upon the rights of other guests will be sanctioned. The kind of sanction isn't a direct reflection of punishments in the real world. The family doesn't inflict pain as sanction. That will drive many guests away. Instead, our method is more targeted and discreet. It can effectively prevent the possibility of crimes in the dreamscape without drawing the attention of the guests. Is that something you can divulge? This isn't a secret. Any guest has the right to learn about these rules. Sir Whitaker cracks a subtle smile. It's just that no one has ever asked about it. Do you know the watchmaker? Oh, watchmaker. The name has become an icon that draws many to Penacony. I have no complaints about that. Yet I won't talk anyone into probing the secrets of the watchmaker. Your journey in the dreamscape might be more fulfilling if you forget about him. Of course, this is just my humble opinion, which you aren't obligated to heed. That's the beauty of a dream. You're free here, and no one can stop you from pursuing the treasures beyond. Guess that's all for now. Where are the children crying? Why do they cry? I ran up here. The searchlight, in its name implies, offers a powerful light source for exploration in the dark. Yet how beneficial are they in a city with constant illumination? This searchlight shell is old and worn, and its light is dim and weak. You wonder how long it's been standing watch. The halfway house. Architecture is not art, nor should it be. Only those with low capability and obsessed with art because they do not have the capacity to utilize technology. Fair enough. I see you've overheard me talking to myself. How embarrassing. Asika's face shows absolutely no signs of embarrassment. I'm very pleased that you feel this way. The majority of organic life forms love to extol and obsess over this art. That does not even exist, so to cover up their technological incompetence, you are not the same as them. My apologies, my use of words was a little harsh. I do not intend to mock you or other organic life forms. If I have offended you, please accept my sincere apologies. It's just that my organic life form students just don't understand what I am teaching them. It has lit a fire in my stomach, and I could not help but blurt out these harsh words. Of course, art is important. It's that there are no art exists as an independent characteristic. It is merely an aesthetic landscape that is naturally produced as a result of a function. My apologies, I always end up lecturing people like this. Of course, if you do not take offense, I would like to continue our discussion. I am very happy to communicate with you. What do you do? I was once an architectural professor in the Chan Intelligence System Alliance. Now I am a professor of Dream Construction Technology at Paperfold Academy. Normally after I finish work in the moment of soul, I come to Golden Hour to relax myself. In architecting a dream waver, these jobs have no intrinsic differences, although there are many differences in the methods of construction. To use design as the work is the same. However, the dreamscape is a place of greater freedom. Many conceptual buildings that originally would have never made it further than a blueprint that are completely possible in Bannockony. I never would have thought that was a good thing. This allows dreamweavers in Bannockony to fall into the bad habits of focusing on ideologically, whatever, and constructing a load of non-user-friendly garbage structures. For example, where there's a switch that could turn off the gravity and allow people to walk along walls. Is that function useful? Is it fun to get wrapped up in this nonsense? Though I fear it will not be easy for me to reverse this trend of pretentious aesthetics alone. Are your students that bad? Bad. They're not bad. They're all excellent young people. It's just that my students and I may be the epitome of mutual torment. I hate that they spend their days chasing artistic ideas that are based on nothing and overlook the fact that the innate nature of architecture is particularly practicality. They also hate that I will not allow them to go and freely chase their dreams. In their eyes, I am just a classic intelligent professor, inflexible, outdated, and incapable of understanding the purest of organic life forms. They're like characters out of some organic supremacist film that looks down on intellitrons. But they do not understand me, nor architecture. Perhaps I do not understand them well enough either. I just wish they will truly not hate me. I have things to do. There was a child sleeping on the bench.
I am so ready for this day to be over.
If you're just ready for the day to be over, then why the hell did you even come inside the dream? You know, now that you have like multiple characters you can use here, I wonder why they don't. I wish they told you, like, which character was used. Because they're using somebody, that's what I know. They're just using someone. It's like my exclusive friend. Kawaki, front and center. With his friend, Big B Wolf, aka Small B Wolf. Don't forget the little chirp gang. They'll be sitting on the lights. I don't know what the hell that is. They'll sit on his hat. Yes. God, I love the music here. You really can't put this here. There's nowhere good to put that. Get rid of it. I'm not putting those guys on there. It's not gonna happen. You will not make me. How much time do we got? We're gonna go ahead and end this 3 minutes earlier, because I'm sure whatever Firefly is gonna want to talk to us about, it is going to be very important, and probably should just have its own episode.
'Cause every night I will save your life.